And coming through the door right now, let's have him just go ahead and join us on up here on stage. Mr. Ole Kolzig had a great contest tonight. Boy, Ole, I tell you, you're in prime form. Last night you played very well up in Seattle, and then you come back in here tonight, and you are just red hot and continuing to do the brilliance that we've seen and come to love here in the Tri-Cities Coliseum so many times. Great contest for you tonight.
Oh, it was a super contest because, we had a few breaks there in the first period. Stewie, just saved it before it went over the line, and we got a roll off that. And, we finally scored on Lorenz and started taking the lead. And, I didn't want to let the team down by letting them tie it up or take a lead. So, just like Donnie did the other night, I wanted to keep the team in there.
Ole, there were several opportunities tonight when the Seattle Thunderbirds were down on net, had you out of position. The puck was bouncing around through the crease area. There was one time down there where Stewie Barnes put the stick down and cleared that puck out of the way, and that saved a big goal. And that was at a critical time in this hockey game tonight.
Well, that's what I said. I think we were up 1-0 or 2-1, or it was tied 1-1.
It was tied 1-1.
Tied 1-1, and Victor Gervais, took a shot, and I kind of slowed it down, but it was on its way in, and Stewie came right out behind me, and I think he shot it back out, but it hit the back of my leg, and it just dropped luckily, or it could have went back in. But it was a great heads-up play by Barnesy, and I really liked him on the point.
When you've got so many different people and so many different talents that are coming at you from the Seattle Thunderbirds, you've got to defend this in so many different ways. Peter Nedved, for example, incredible how he keeps his head up so much. You don't really know where he's going to throw the puck. And he's a great feed man. He knows how to throw the puck down inside. You've got Glenn Goodall, who's just a little pepper pot, who just gets inside and uses the stick quite a bit. Vic Gervais is always around the net. Zawisza gave you a problem tonight, too, and you laid the lumber right on him tonight as well.
Well, Brad's kind of a talker. I mean, last night in Seattle, he was just, the cockiest guy I've ever seen. And, I don't really like that out of a player. If they're winning, fine, just keep it to yourself. And he was kind of showboating last night, and, I don't really like players like that.
Ole, what can the Americans do? They've come back now. They've played very, very well. It's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type situation. When you go into Seattle, you get intimidated up in Seattle. What happens up there? Why in Seattle is there such a problem to win? Haven't won there all year.
Well, in the small rink we played well. I mean, in the small rink, other than last night, it's always been close, 1-goal games or 2-goal games. And we get in that big rink and they get on their power play and they have so much more room to move. Glenn Goodall and Victor Gervais are such good skaters that they can just burn us on the outside. And what we have to do is we have to contain them to the outside, not let them cut in, and minimize them to one shot rather than having a rebound and getting the second shot. We got to tie up our men, and we got to play one heck of a game tomorrow night. We were our backs against the wall tonight. We had no pressure because we were down 4-1, and team came out, played great, and now we got to go do this, steal one in Seattle and do the same thing here on Tuesday.
Ole, I know there was a lot of emotion in the dressing room earlier this evening. I know that the younger players, very similar to the situation last year where the veteran players knew that it could possibly be their last contest, and in front of the home fans, that's something that you veteran players don't want to do, and especially the younger guys. And that's important for the younger guys because they really rise to the occasion, and they come out and play hockey. You can see in the scores tonight, Lindsay gets the goal, Degner gets a marker. He's out of a slump now. And it really is. It's one of those things where the younger guys want to make sure that the veteran players go out a winner.
Well, I mean, I saw Greg Spenrath before the game, and he was there an hour before the game already with half his gear on, and he was so intense, that you didn't really want to lose it for him because, if we would have lost tonight, it would have been his last WHL game, and, he was pretty emotional in the dressing room there, and Steve Jakes, he was pretty bad last night, and, you want to win for guys like that. They've paid their dues in this league, and you want to try to bring them as far as you can, and the young guys just came out and played great. I mean, it's unfortunate what happened to Billy Lindsay and Scott Levens, but, they came out and played great, and, we got one more game to go.
Update on Steve McNutt. Was it the McNutt wing? Is that what's hurting him, the right shoulder?
I think his shoulder popped out again. Yeah, it's given him a lot of trouble, but, we just pop it right back in, and he's fine.
I saw that. He was working on it as he went out. All right, Tom, do we have any questions?
Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds painful. Olaf, after playing the same team for 7-8 games, you've got to be sick of looking at each other. It looks like it's starting to get personal out there with especially after the last injury to Scott Levens. It appeared that emotions were high, shall we say? Are you getting tired of playing these guys? Just want to beat them and get it over with?
Well, you know, we've played them, I think, 10 times this season, and, you know, there's no love lost between us. I mean, you come into playoffs, and it's, you know, 10 times more emotional and intense as it is during the regular season. And when you have guys like Darcy Simon, you know, doing that to Scott Levens, and, you know, it does get personal. And I'm sure one of our players is going to take care of Darcy Simon tomorrow night in Seattle.
What got you into hockey?
Okay, excuse me, ask that again, please.
What got you into hockey?
What got me into hockey? My dad, actually. We moved from Europe, and we were watching TV. We were watching Hockey Night in Canada, and a week later, my dad signed me up for minor hockey, and I've been playing since.
All right.
What's the score of the Kamloops Spokane game?
The last score that we had was that Kamloops was ahead 5-2 in the third period. Okay?
I just want to say best of luck up in Seattle, and I think you guys can do it up there, too.
I know we can do it. Thanks.
All right. Ole, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Wait, that's it. We don't have any more questions there. Ole, I'm going to let you get down there. I know it's a very happy dressing room down there. I know you guys have a team meeting. I want you to get down there and at least give our best down there to Scott Levens, Billy Lindsay, and McNutt. And tomorrow night, buddy, let's do it, okay?
Yeah,
let's
thanks,
come
buddy.
back on here
Okay.
Tuesday night. All right, let's take the time out. The Tri-City Americans do it to the Seattle Thunderbirds tonight, Game 6. They win it here at the Coliseum, 4-1. We'll be back in just a moment on this KTCR Cable 15 simulcast.